Houston, Texas. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, get hot! 180!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson now. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This is Crockett. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Texans in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start with the option. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. And Walker has it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
No, we changed it. Sit up! We changed it. Yo. What is it? Sit up!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot! It's hot! All right!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's not! What? You ain't. Hey! Go ahead. Sit up!
Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Texans 0. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Crockett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, heck of a move, man. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. In motion, the tight end.
Hey. Yo.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Complete to Likely. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180. 180. It's up.
To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
You change it. Hey, 13, 13.
Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
180. Report. 180.
Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Come on, Doc. Come on. 180. Come on.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sit on. 180. Nice shot. Hey, middle. Sit on.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Go. Middle. Sit on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. On target to his man, likely. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
No, we changed it. 180. Nice shot. Sit on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Oh, boy,
right, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Texans 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 13. You at X.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's hot. No.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mitchell. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Come on.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
To Crockett on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Crockett. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Crockett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Now he'll take this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out from this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
18, get it. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Panther 60, Mustang 19, Lightning 18, Dragon 6, 60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 box, drop 6, 79 Broncos. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Raven, first down.
Flowers going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens send their punter out now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, come on. Lightning, 18.
On fourth down, Washington. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Again on the ground, again Crockett. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 95 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side to Higgins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Liking 18.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.